As the battery gets closer to full, it's harder and harder to find a spot. They have to bounce around more.
Cobalt's in the batteries, it's in the Congo, the conditions are horrible, and I had no idea.
What if a single battery could power a Tesla for 1,000 miles and fully recharge in just 10 minutes? Elon Musk is hinting that Tesla might have just unlocked something revolutionary, a battery faster, safer, and cheaper than anything using lithium today. Could this breakthrough make petrol engines obsolete? And how quickly could it hit the roads? And if it works, what will it mean for the future of the entire auto industry? Are we on the verge of the biggest EV shakeup ever? Here's the moment everyone's been waiting for. Elon Musk has finally pulled the curtain back on what might be Tesla's boldest, most audacious move yet. A brand new aluminum-ion battery that could flip the entire electric car world on its head. How big are we talking? Try this on for size. A Tesla that drives 1,000 miles on a single charge and then recharges in just 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Seriously, when was the last time you heard anything like that in the EV space? We've been told for years that battery technology was improving slowly but surely. Yet Musk shows up and basically says, forget slow, we're skipping straight to the future. But here's the real question. How is this even possible? And why now? Let's start with the elephant in the room. Range anxiety. It's been the #1 criticism of electric cars since day one. People don't want to constantly worry about when and where they'll charge next. And charging time? That's been the other deal breaker. Nobody wants to sit at a charging station for an hour while their car slowly sips power. Tesla already changed part of that story with superchargers. But this takes things to a whole new level. If you can drive 1,000 miles on one charge, road trips change. Daily commutes change. Honestly, the entire car ownership experience changes overnight. So what's Musk really doing here? Here's the twist that makes this so fascinating. Instead of sticking with lithium, the current king of EV batteries, Musk is betting big on aluminum, one of the most common metals on Earth. Why does that matter? Because lithium is expensive, limited in supply, and tied up in messy global supply chains. Prices swing. Mining impacts the environment. Countries fight over access. It's been the Achilles heel of the entire EV revolution. Aluminum flips that script. It's abundant, affordable, and you can source it without relying on a handful of nations holding all the cards. But cost isn't even the coolest part. There's some serious science behind this shift, and it might just explain how Tesla is pulling off numbers nobody thought possible. See, aluminum ions carry 3 electrons each. Lithium? Just 1. That means aluminum-ion batteries can store way more energy in the same space. More electrons equals more charge equals more miles. Simple math, right? And then there's the speed factor. Early research shows aluminum ions move through the battery much faster than lithium ions, which is why charging times could crash from hours to mere minutes. Imagine this. You pull into a charging station, grab a quick coffee, and by the time you're back, boom, 1,000 miles of range ready to go. No lunch break needed. No overnight charging at a hotel. Just in, out, and back on the road. Now, let's be clear. This isn't just Tesla fan hype or a clever marketing stunt. Battery researchers around the world have been buzzing about aluminum-ion tech for years. Some studies suggest these batteries could last decades before wearing out. If that's true, and Musk has cracked the code for mass production, the impact won't stop at cars. We're talking about home energy storage, power grids, maybe even commercial planes one day. Think about it. Cheap, fast-charging, long-lasting batteries everywhere. It's not just the EV market that could change. It's basically every industry that uses energy. But, and you knew there was a but coming, not everyone's sold yet. Competitors are watching closely. Experts are debating whether Tesla can really scale this up, or if there are hurdles waiting around the corner. Because let's face it, we've heard big promises in tech before. Some panned out, some didn't. So the real question becomes, is this just another flashy headline? Or is Musk about to leave the rest of the auto industry eating dust for the next decade? And here's why you should care about all this right now. It's not just about Tesla fans or EV enthusiasts. This could affect anyone who owns a car, pays for gas, or worries about the environment. 1,000 miles on one charge? That means driving from New York to Florida without stopping. 10-minute charging? That kills the last real excuse people have for sticking with petrol cars. If this battery really delivers, gas stations might start feeling like phone booths, relics of another era. But here's the kicker. It's not just you and me thinking about this. Auto giants like Ford, Toyota, and Volkswagen are paying attention. They've been slowly dipping their toes into electric cars, playing it safe, Watching Tesla lead the charge, now Musk might be about to sprint miles ahead while they're still tying their shoes. It's like the first iPhone moment all over again, when one product dropped and suddenly everything else felt outdated. Are we about to see the same thing in cars? Because make no mistake, if Tesla makes this real, the entire market shifts overnight. Car prices, oil demand, charging networks, even the way cities plan infrastructure, all of it could change faster than anyone expects. And the craziest part? This might just be the beginning. Musk himself hinted there's more to come. What if these batteries get even better? What if they power more than cars? What if the world we think we know about energy is about to be rewritten? One thing's for sure, this story is far from over. And here's where things start to get even wilder. Elon Musk isn't just hinting at faster cars or longer road trips. This aluminum-ion battery could change everything about how we power our lives. Think about it. Cheaper, longer-lasting, insanely fast-charging batteries don't just mean better Teslas. They could mean better energy storage for homes, offices, even entire cities. Picture this. Solar panels charging your house all day, then your Tesla battery running it all night. No more blackout fears during storms. No more insane electricity bills when the grid gets overloaded. Suddenly, energy independence isn't just a dream for the ultra-rich. It's something almost anyone could have. But how soon can this actually happen? And what's standing in the way? Because let's be real, if this tech is as good as Musk claims, the ripple effects could be massive. Energy companies, shaken, gas stations, maybe obsolete, entire power grids, rethinking how they work. And here's the kicker. Musk isn't giving us a 10-year plan here. He's making it sound like this revolution might come a lot sooner than anyone thought. But is that realistic? Or is Tesla about to hit some serious roadblocks? That's where the tough questions start rolling in. How fast can Tesla actually scale this up? What will it cost? And do you really think regulators, oil companies, and Tesla's rivals are just going to sit back and watch? Not a chance. If Musk is even half right about this aluminum-ion battery, the race to control the future of both transportation and energy is about to get very, very real. And here's where it gets even more interesting. While the headlines scream about 1,000 miles on a single charge and 10-minute recharges, the real story, the part most people are missing, comes down to science. Because this isn't magic, it's chemistry. And understanding that chemistry is the key to seeing why this battery could actually deliver on the hype. So, what makes this battery so different? Traditional lithium-ion batteries, the ones in pretty much every EV today, use lithium for the anode. It works, but it comes with limits, expensive materials, slow charging, and over time, the cells wear out. Aluminum-ion batteries flip that script by replacing lithium with aluminium. Sounds like a simple swap, right? But here's where it gets crazy. Aluminium atoms carry 3 electrical charges per ion. Lithium? Just 1. That means aluminium batteries can pack in way more energy in the same space. More energy means longer range. Longer range means fewer charging stops. It's the kind of breakthrough scientists have been chasing for decades, and Musk is making it sound like Tesla just got there first. And then there's the speed factor, the part that has everyone doing a double take. Early lab tests show aluminium ions can move through the battery much faster than lithium ions. Faster movement means less resistance, less heat, and way quicker charging times. That's why we're hearing about the possibility of recharging in minutes instead of hours. Imagine pulling into a charging station, plugging in, stretching your legs, grabbing a coffee, and before you even finish it, boom, 1,000 miles of range ready to go. No long waits, no range anxiety. Just in, out, and back on the road. Some studies even suggest these batteries can handle thousands, maybe tens of thousands, of charge cycles without losing much capacity. For comparison, your phone battery probably starts feeling weak after 3 years. These aluminum-ion batteries? They could last decades. Think about what that means for the cost of owning a car. One battery, one car, potentially lasting longer than the car itself. That changes the whole equation. But, and there's always a but, this isn't as easy as it sounds. Aluminium batteries have hit roadblocks before. Stability issues, scaling challenges, costs that spiral out of control when you try to move from a lab to a factory. Musk hasn't spilled all the details yet, and you can bet scientists and competitors are watching closely. Has Tesla really solved these problems? Or is this going to be another one of those almost there moments in tech history? Here's what we do know. Research teams at places like Stanford have been experimenting with aluminum-ion designs for years. Some of their findings look a lot like what Tesla is now teasing. Coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe Musk saw the science closing in and decided Tesla was going to be the one to turn it into a real product before anyone else. That's classic Musk. Spot the breakthrough early, move fast, and leave everyone else scrambling to catch up. And that's why the competition is already getting nervous. Because if Tesla pulls this off, the entire auto industry flips overnight. Ford, Toyota, Volkswagen, companies that have been slowly easing into EVs, could find themselves years behind. Regulators will scramble, oil companies will sweat, and consumers? They might finally look at electric cars and think, wait, why would I ever buy petrol again? Because if these batteries really deliver 1,000 miles on one charge and refill in 10 minutes, petrol cars start looking like rotary phones in the smartphone era, outdated before you even finish paying them off. And that's the future Musk is dangling in front of us. The only question now is, can he make it real? And that leads us straight to the next big question. If science holds up, how will Tesla's rivals, and the entire global energy industry, react to this seismic leap? Because the moment Elon Musk dropped the news about this aluminum-ion battery, you could practically feel the shockwaves ripple across boardrooms from Detroit to Tokyo to Seoul. 1,000 miles on a single charge? A full recharge in 10 minutes? That's not just another Tesla update. That's the kind of announcement that keeps competitors awake at night, staring at the ceiling, wondering if everything they've been building is suddenly outdated. Think about it. Companies like Ford, GM, Toyota, they've all poured billions into electric vehicle programs built entirely around lithium-ion technology. Gigafactories, supply chains, research teams, all locked into lithium. And now Musk is saying, yeah, that might already be old news. So what do? Do they pivot and risk throwing away years of investment? Double down and hope Tesla hits a wall? Or scramble to develop their own version before Tesla locks up the entire market? These are billion-dollar questions being asked right now in boardrooms around the world. Some analysts are already calling this Tesla's iPhone moment. The point where everything changes overnight whether rivals are ready or not. Remember when Apple launched the first iPhone? Nokia, BlackBerry, Motorola, the giants of that era, had no idea that within just a few years they'd be fighting for survival. Could Tesla's aluminum-ion battery trigger that same kind of disruption for car makers still dragging their feet on innovation? And it's not just the automakers feeling the pressure. Battery giants in China, Europe, and South Korea, companies like KTL, Panasonic, and LG Energy Solution, are watching every move Tesla makes right now. KTL has already hinted they're working on next-gen tech too, but if Tesla really delivers on 1,000 miles of range and 10-minute charging, the bar just got raised higher than anyone expected this soon. Suddenly, years of research and billions in investments might not be enough to stay in the game. Experts in energy and transportation are completely split on what happens next. Some say this breakthrough could speed up the death of petrol cars by a full decade, flipping the auto industry faster than governments or oil companies can react. Others urge caution, pointing out that battery tech has made bold promises before. Promises that often crumble when cost, mass production, or safety challenges hit. And let's be real, outside of Tesla's secretive labs, nobody's seen the full data yet. But the buzz alone? It's enough to make competitors and investors nervous. And here's the wild part. While car makers debate whether to fight Tesla or follow its lead, Wall Street is already betting that Musk might license this technology to rivals one day, just like he opened up the Tesla supercharger network to other brands. Imagine your next BMW, Ford, or even Toyota powered by Tesla's aluminum-ion batteries. Sounds impossible now, right? But then again, so did 1,000 miles on a 10-minute charge, until Musk said it out loud. But all this noise leads to one huge question. When could we actually see this battery hit the roads? And is Tesla ready to scale it for millions of cars? Because that's where things get really interesting. So here's the catch. Even Elon Musk admits the road from lab tests to real cars isn't exactly smooth. 1,000 miles on one charge sounds incredible. But building millions of these aluminum-ion batteries? That's a whole different story. First, the supply chain. Aluminium is everywhere, sure, but the special materials needed for these new cells? That's a fresh puzzle. Factories would need retooling. Current production lines are set up for lithium-ion, not this new chemistry. And scaling up too fast risks delays, quality issues, or sky-high costs, things Tesla's rivals would love to point out. Then there's safety testing. You can't just drop a new battery into cars without years of real-world data. Heat, cold, crashes, everything has to be proven safe before regulators give the green light. Remember, Tesla already battles headlines whenever a car catches fire, even if it's rare. A new battery tech only raises the stakes. Experts also warn about the charging infrastructure. 10-minute charging sounds amazing, but the grid has to handle that kind of power demand across thousands of stations. It's not just about faster batteries, it's about the energy systems behind them keeping up. And here's the tricky part. Competitors won't sit back while Tesla tests this tech. Some will race to beat them to market. Others might lobby for stricter rules, slowing things down. Because in the EV world, delays can erase even the biggest lead. So while Musk paints a bold picture, the path to mass production is filled with challenges: technical, financial, and even political. The big question now: can Tesla stay ahead long enough to turn this from prototype hype into cars you can actually buy? Because next, we need to talk about when this battery might finally hit the road, and whether Tesla can surprise everyone again. Elon Musk isn't just talking about a new battery. He's hinting at something much bigger: the long-awaited Tesla Model 2. This could be the first car to carry the aluminum-ion power pack that charges in 10 minutes and drives 1,000 miles. Imagine a Tesla that costs less than today's iPhones over 2 years, but travels farther than any EV on the road right now. That's the kind of goal Musk keeps dropping into interviews. And it has the auto industry on edge. Why does this matter? Because the Model 2 isn't just another electric car. It's Tesla's ticket to mass adoption. A smaller, cheaper Tesla with a battery. This powerful could blow open markets in Europe, Asia, and even places where charging networks are still growing. Suddenly, range anxiety, the biggest fear for EV buyers, disappears overnight. Experts are already speculating about timelines. Some point to 2026 as Tesla's target year, while others think early prototypes might surface sooner. Rivals like BYD and Volkswagen are scrambling for their own battery breakthroughs, but Musk keeps teasing that Tesla's R&D is further ahead than anyone realizes. And beyond the Model 2, Musk hints this battery could scale across the entire Tesla lineup, from the Cybertruck to the Semi, even energy storage products like the Powerwall. If that happens, it's not just the car market that changes. It's transportation, logistics, even how we power homes. But here's the question. Will Tesla actually deliver the Model 2 with this battery first? Or is there a surprise coming nobody sees yet? Because the next chapter takes us right into what might be the biggest twist of all. Elon Musk has never been shy about aiming big. But this aluminum-ion battery? It could ripple far beyond Tesla cars. Picture this: a world where you plug in for 10 minutes, drive 1,000 miles, and never think about charging again. That doesn't just change Tesla. It could rewrite the entire playbook for transportation, energy, and even how cities are designed. Gas stations? They'd need to rethink their future. Power grids? They'd have to get smarter fast to handle millions of ultra-fast chargers. And here's the kicker. Experts are already speculating this tech might spill over into aviation, shipping, and renewable energy storage. Imagine planes, cargo ships, or entire neighborhoods running on the same battery tech sitting in a Tesla Model 2. Suddenly, the idea of a fossil fuel-free world doesn't feel so distant. Competitors know this too. Ford, Toyota, even Apple with its rumored car project. Everyone's watching Tesla now, wondering how far ahead Musk really is. Because if this battery delivers on its promises, it doesn't just make EVs better, it makes everything else feel stuck in the past. But here's the real question. Will Tesla hold on to this edge, or is there a surprise waiting from someone we least expect? Because if history has taught us anything, it's that breakthroughs like this often spark battles that reshape entire industries.